So it's a new year. It's 2024, and I was thinking how I was thinking about what New Year symbolizes. I was thinking how it symbolizes hope. It symbolizes growth. It symbolizes a second chance at improvement, uh, or a healthier, happier way to live. I think for most people around the world. And I randomly Googled this sentence. I said, "What does New Year symbolize?" And what I got first thing was, to some of us, it symbolizes an end and a beginning all in one single moment. I thought, wow, that sounds profound. And when I read that, I thought, wow, that also sounds a lot like death or impermanence in death. So I was reading on Psychology Today what psychologists think about what New Year's represents. And one of them was saying that people celebrate New Year's as like a toast to our survival, that we've managed to live 365 days. That's such a great thing. And another psychologist said that making New Year's resolutions are examples of the human desire to have some control over our next moments, because the future is unsettlingly unknowable. I also thought this was true. Um, so yeah, New Year's is a time to look back, reflect, reassess how we did, what we could have done better, what we want to do in the future. And I think, for people, including myself, what we're trying to do is trying to look for ways to grow into happiness this year. Just maybe we can live a little bit happier this year. And yeah, I think people are very sincere about that. But the statistics for New Year's resolutions they're not great. I mean, basically every year they're kind of the same. It's like more people don't end up committing to their resolutions than actually committing to them and achieving them, by a large percentage. Um, and there are many conditions for that. Like there's many conditions needed, I think, to really commit to your resolutions. But I think the best way, in my experience, to prioritize my life, my next moments, is by focusing on death and impermanence. And reflecting in this way, it doesn't have to be depressing or scary all the time. I mean, maybe sometimes it's not a good antidote, but I found that it's really helpful when I'm in a bad mood. So yeah, recently the 1 month winter retreat ended, and we came out of silence, and I was feeling really sad about that. It was a lot, yeah, and it kind of went on for a few days, this sadness, and there got to be a point where it was kind of overwhelming, and I thought, whoa, I need to do something. So I just thought to myself, okay, I could only have a few more hours left to live in the day. How do I want to live the rest of my day? Do I want to be moody and sad? I don't want to be that, no, especially if I could die tonight. And when I thought that, the heaviness in my heart just kind of lifted, and it kind of melted away quickly. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is an amazing antidote. Oh my gosh. Wow, the power of that teaching or something. There's some power in that, yeah. And there are also times when sometimes I'll look around and I'll see people who, it seems like they have friends, and I feel my comparing mind comes up, and I think, oh, I wish I had a friend like that. I remember I had a friend like that. Oh, that would be so nice. And when that happened, I thought, okay, again, this could be my last day. What is the most important way to think on my last day? if I only have a few hours left to live, does it really matter if I have a friend here with me or not? I would leave them anyway in a few hours for a long time. And yeah, what are my priorities in this moment? Oh yeah, the Dharma. It's practicing the Dharma, not about whether I fit in or not. And when I thought like that, I just felt very refreshed and joyful, and there was clarity, and I could just move on with my day. And again, I thought, this is incredible, this teaching, this impermanence and death thing. Like, wow, this is really joyful. I'm grateful. And I have experimented with impermanence and death in other ways that have been incredibly helpful. I've found that not only does it bring clarity and joy and relief, but it can bring real determination and real enthusiasm and strength of practice, and just kind of this, like what Lama Zopa says, pure practice. Yeah. And yeah, something that has also been helping me is sometimes I think I could have lived out most of my life already. Like 30 years maybe could be it for me. Maybe I've lived half of my life already and I don't even know it. Or maybe I've lived less than half my life, but that's not the best thought to think, actually. It's better to think maybe I've lived my whole life already. And that also really helps me put effort into my practice. So none of us really know how much time we have left in this life. It's so easy, that view of permanence, to think that we have the next moment, we have the next day, we have the next year. Maybe we think we'll have a whole other year ahead of us, but this could be it. And, not to let that depress us, but to use it as a motivating force for setting our priorities this year and really working on our resolutions as if these could be the last resolutions. So hopefully we can prioritize our moments, our next moments, and our next days, and our this whole year.